Good morning, Lloyd TPC, Warwickshire Piper here. I thought I would do a very quick video this morning before I go off to work on pipe cleaning and maintenance from my perspective. I got into a habit very early on with my pipe smoking to clean my pipes pretty much straight away after I've smoked them. I've changed that slightly now. What I do the following morning, I generally smoke 3 pipes a day. 2 I take to work and I smoke another in the evening. So those 3 pipes that I've smoked I put to one side and I'll let them cool down and let them dry out, and then the following morning probably one of the first things I do, I clean them. Nothing too fancy. This video is probably aimed more at newbies rather than experienced pipe smokers, because you'll probably have your own cleaning routine. But what I would like to say is there are people who criticise other pipe smokers for having pristine pipes, clean mouthpieces or uncaked bowls. Well, there's basically, the way I look at it is to meet somewhere in the middle. Yes, I can understand those people that say, oh, you know, you shouldn't keep a pipe as if it, you know, it's brand new condition. Well, it'd be impossible to do that anyway. But I think having a clean pipe benefits you in several ways. The way I look at it, you wouldn't not use cutlery. You know, if you sit down for a meal and you don't wash that cutlery, and then a few days later or a week later you use the same cutlery, and then you use the same cutlery again, you wouldn't dream of doing that. Now I feel that basically the pipes are the same. You need to clean them. It's not a case of how they look, but just think, if you smoke a pipe continually without cleaning it, the mouthpieces get covered in saliva. The insides get caked. You know, and a pipe stem, a pipe mouthpiece covered in chatter will detract from the overall taste of the tobacco over time. It's horrible. It's bitter, and it's certainly not healthy. I mean, imagine all that saliva. If it dries, okay, you don't clean it. It dries. 2 or 3 days later, you put that pipe back in your mouth again. It softens all of that chatter and that horrible gank. It softens it up again, and then the same. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So imagine the bacteria on the end of that pipe. Now I know there are old school pipe smokers out there that clean the pipes once in a blue moon, and the bowls are so caked up with carbon you can barely get any tobacco in them. Now this is also bad. Obviously we all know that a well carbonised bowl is good for the briar, but it can also affect the pipe in a negative way as well, because an excessive build-up of carbon cake can also split a bowl and can damage it. So like I say, you know, we need to, from my perspective certainly, and this is all subjective, this is just how I do it, you know, we can all sort of meet somewhere down the middle. I mean, I like to think of myself as a clean, tidy person. My apartment is clean and tidy, my office at work is clean and tidy, even my car to a degree, apart from this sort of shitty time of year when the roads are bad, is clean and tidy. So it's natural for me to keep my collection and my pipes clean and tidy as well. Right, basically what I do, here are the 3 pipes that I smoked yesterday. I've got a nice Soren Refberg pipe. I had 1 bowl in that. A Savinelli Bruna. And you just look at that mouthpiece. Look at that. Look at the chatter on the end of the that mouthpiece. See whether we can get that to focus. I'm going to put. I'm going to just turn this up here and see whether that makes any difference. Come on. No, it doesn't. Anyway, you can see the chatter on the end of there. Now, basically, that is saliva, food detritus. It is all sorts of crap, basically, from inside your mouth, and it's not very pleasant generally. Now, what I will do now, I will, and again, this is not. Just wet the mouthpiece, give it a rub with your fingers. I've normally got kitchen roll to do this, but there it is, it's gone. Okay, then what I do, I use tapered pipe cleaners, as we probably all do. I get mine from GQ Tobaccos. Sam Brammer, thank you very much, mate. I take the mouthpiece off the bowl. This, just for argument's sake, is a 9mm filter. I run my fingers around the inside of the tenon. And as you can see, this because these are reasonably clean. There's a little bit of gank come off there. Tapered end in, and then 2 or 3 times in. And then what I will do then with the button at the end, just with the finer end of the pipe cleaner, just move. Just that left and right, just with a few mil, like that, and just give it a blow. And then the bowl, same pipe cleaner, the thicker end of the cleaner this time, down the shank and into the bowl at the bottom again, in and out a few times. Then I bend it, turn it round like that, out, bend the pipe cleaner into a U, and then insert that so that the U of the pipe cleaner fits snugly into the bottom of the bowl. And then again I move the pipe cleaner around the inside of the bowl, and then turn, and then blow. And again, there's your pipe cleaner, dirty and in our cheap homemade ashtray. Reattach stem and a quick blow, just to move any, to get rid of any fluff that might be in the draft tube. Same with the Soren, again 9mm. I mean, you should really be using kitchen rollers or something like this, but I forgot to get some. But round the end of the tenon, fresh pipe cleaner, tapered end, push through, backwards and forwards a few times. and back to the button. Leaving a pipe for 24 hours to cool down also helps the moisture that may be trapped in the bottom to dry out in the bottom of the bowl and the shank, and then just move that about in the button just to get rid of any crap that was there. This is a fairly clean pipe anyway, so there's no chatter on that mouthpiece, but just give it a quick wipe with the fingers, just wet it and then dry it, and then back to the bowl, straighten the cleaner up, and then bend, turn, cleaner into a U shape. Again, this depends on the diameter of the bowl. Gently push in right down to the bottom of the bowl, and then go all the way around. It's like cleaning a mug or something like that in the washing up bowl with a washing up brush. And basically that's just getting rid of any crap that's inside in the bowl. But it's not vigorous enough to get rid of carbon buildup. So it's keeping on top of it basically. There we go, nice and clean. Shitty pipe cleaner, mouthpiece back on, quick blow, that's it, another one done. And the pipe I smoked last night was this lovely Group 4 Rocks Cut Northern Briars from Ian Walker, with a lovely antler horn collar on the shank. Mouthpiece off. That's a non-filter 6mm. Now this has got tobacco in from last night. This was Bothy Flake. So now pipe tool, spike over the ashtray, empty that out. Half of that's gone over the bloody desk, not to worry. Pipe cleaner. Just again, just clean up the end of the tenon, narrow end in, all the way through, in and out a few times. Narrow end just gently in a few mil, just clean inside the button there. And then thick end shank, a little bit more resistance on that. Bend, turn, out, fold into a U inside the bowl. Blow out, and done. Now that little routine, that little daily routine, will help you look after your pipes. It'll help them to look good. They look clean. They look tidy. You look forward to smoking them, and also from a health point of view, you're not putting that horrible, shitty, chattery, slimy, saliva dried and caked mouthpiece in your mouth time and time again, because it's clean. And not only that, the most important thing, you'll enjoy your tobacco more because the horrible ganky mouthpiece and the shit inside the bowl won't affect the taste of the tobacco. So it's a win-win situation for the sake of, you know, 2 or 3 minutes a day. It's a good habit to get into, and it keeps your pipes happy, and it'll keep you happy. Have a great Friday, guys. I hope this has helped a few of the newbies out there. I'm sure we've all got our own cleaning regimes. Some people go months without cleaning pipes. Some people go more over the top than I do. Soaking the bowls and the mouthpieces in ISO, and pipe cleaners in ISO pretty much every time they smoke. But there's no need for that. So I say meet in the middle with your pipe cleaning regime, and everybody will be happy, and your pipes will be happy. Have a great Friday, guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. I'll be back.